Netflix changed everything. But why did streaming suddenly take over TV? Blockbuster was king. Cable ruled the living room. And then, Netflix arrived. Suddenly, streaming didn't just change how we watch, it changed the entire entertainment industry. But why did it take over TV so fast? For decades, television followed the same formula: weekly episodes, commercials, and expensive cable bundles. But today, that world is gone. Streaming dominates. Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, Prime Video, you name it. Billions of hours are watched online every week. Streaming didn't just appear, it exploded. And it didn't just replace TV, it redefined it. But here's the question: why did streaming take over so suddenly? Let's rewind. The rise of Netflix. In the late 1990s, Netflix wasn't streaming at all. It was a DVD rental service, mailing movies in little red envelopes. Back then, Blockbuster was unstoppable. Thousands of stores, billions in revenue. But Netflix had something Blockbuster didn't: vision. By the mid-2000s, internet speeds were improving. Netflix saw an opportunity: movies and shows delivered instantly, no stores, no late fees. In 2007, Netflix launched streaming. At first, it was clunky with a small library. But it was a glimpse of the future. And once people experienced on-demand entertainment, no schedules, no commercials, they never looked back. Why streaming exploded? So why did streaming explode so quickly? Reason number one: technology caught up. Broadband internet became fast enough to stream movies without constant buffering. Smartphones and smart TVs put streaming in everyone's pocket and living room. Reason number two: convenience. No commercials, no schedules. Entire seasons released at once. Watching became effortless and addictive. Reason number three: cost. Cable bundles cost over $100 a month. Streaming gave access to thousands of shows for a fraction of the price. Together, these factors created a perfect storm. Streaming wasn't just better TV, it was inevitable. The power of original content. But Netflix didn't just stream existing shows, it changed the game with original content. In 2013, House of Cards premiered. It wasn't on cable, it wasn't on a network, it was exclusive to Netflix. This move shocked the industry. Suddenly, streaming wasn't just a place to watch shows, it was a place to create them. And Netflix doubled down. Stranger Things, The Crown, Narcos, hit after hit, built for binge watching, not weekly schedules. Other companies rushed to copy. Hulu, Amazon, Disney, all invested billions in original content. Streaming wasn't just delivering TV, it was producing it. And suddenly, traditional networks felt outdated. The death of cable. As streaming rose, cable TV fell. Audiences cut cords by the millions. Why pay for 500 channels you don't watch when Netflix gives you exactly what you want? Advertisers shifted too. Younger audiences weren't watching cable, they were streaming. Commercial breaks lost their power. By the late 2010s, streaming viewership surpassed cable in the US for the first time. What once felt impossible had become reality. TV was no longer the default. And the old giants? Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. Cable companies scrambled. Networks launched their own streaming apps to survive. But the tide had already turned. The future of streaming. So where does streaming go from here? On one hand, streaming is more powerful than ever. Billions of viewers, global reach, original shows that win Oscars and Emmys. But new challenges are emerging. Too many platforms. Rising subscription prices, content overload. And ironically, streaming is starting to look like cable all over again. Multiple subscriptions, bundled deals, even ads making a comeback. The future may not be just one streaming giant, but an endless competition for your time and money. One thing is certain: Television will never go back to the way it was. So, why did streaming take over TV? Because Netflix spotted what others ignored, that viewers wanted control, convenience, and content that belonged to them. Because technology caught up. Because cable collapsed. Streaming wasn't just a new way to watch. It was a revolution, one that rewrote the rules of entertainment. And while the platforms may change, the truth remains. Once people got a taste of streaming, there was no going back.